Untrue by Burial is one of the most overrated records I've heard in my life. Untrue gets mentioned a lot among, music circles. It is a moo-core record. People say it's one of the most important electronic albums of all time. It's one of the best electronic albums of all time. It's super important for like dubstep and garage and jungle, like a bunch of fucking genres I could not give less of a shit about. Uh, and whatever. It's okay. That's my opinion on that. If you want to know my opinion, that's what it is. That right there. And I've tried to listen to Untrue several times, because it's one of those records, everyone should probably, check out if people, a bunch of people are fucking talking about it all the time. And every time I'm immediately struck by Jesus Christ, this is really bad. I don't want to listen to this. Um, but today I gave it my most thorough listen through. As thorough as I could. I listened to all the tracks, and then when I got bored, because all the tracks kind of repeat throughout the entire thing, whenever I would get bored, I would then skip around the track to see if anything actually changed, and then it didn't, and then I skipped to the next track. Um, just so you know the way I'm experiencing the record. Because it's not good. And I've told people in the past who like the record. I say, oh, I think it's shitty and bad. And they're like, oh my, come on, Matt, come on, Matt, come on, Matt. It's a mood piece. You gotta be in the right mood. You gotta be sad. You gotta be like melancholy. It's urban. You gotta be like walking around. It's sad. That kind of stuff. And I can appreciate a good, a schmood record, if you will. That's why I like fucking atmospheric black metal. That's why that's good at all. It's exclusively just schmood music. Uh, the problem with Burial or Untrue, honestly, I mix up which one is the name of the artist and which is the name of the record all the time. It's just kind of a funny thing. That's just one of my little quirks that I have. It's just kind of like a funny little joke thing. Um, but Untrue, like, it's not at all, atmospheric or particularly moody. It tries to be a lot, and there are definitely some elements of it that um, would be, very moody and melancholic, if not for other elements of the tracks that hold them back. For example, I'm listening to a song on it. There's these nice, little synths and stuff coming on. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's kind of sad. That's kind of dark. Just schmood. I like it. I can vibe with this. And then the drums come in. It's like how basically every drum beat on this song, on this record sounds. And hope you like. That's about all the variation in the drums you're going to get for the entire 50 minutes that this record goes for. I guess that's what you're going to get. They're always way too fast. The tone sounds like some fucking default, like, I don't know what fucking DAW. It's a default noise, but like one of those. But even more amateurish and atmosphere destroying than the drums is the sample usage in this record. Jesus Christ. The sample in Archangel, because that's like the first proper track on the record, is so badly mixed. It's a like bad choice for a sample. It feels like he literally had the file for the song, he mixed it all or whatever, and he finished it, and then he's like, oh shit, I found this really cool sample I want to use. And so then he put like the saved, WAV file or FLAC file or whatever for the song back into his DAW, and then he just put the fucking
um, like vocal sample over it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's good now." you know, like that's how badly it's mixed. And the song after that, which is like Near Dark or something, somehow the sample usage is even worse because it's still terribly mixed. But in addition to that, it's like an even shorter sample, which is like fucking what is it? Like it's off key, and also it's off time too. Like, it's just the nastiest, most fucking low, like low budget sounding in a bad way, electronic record I've ever heard. Which, I'm sure there's a lot worse out there in that regard, but in terms of stuff that I've listened to, it's not good. And those are pretty much, like, those complaints pretty much apply to the entire rest of the record. Um, there are a few, like, actually pretty nice ambient tracks in there, like at McDonald's, which is actually kind of ruined by its name, but um, there's some fine, nice, uh, dark, sad ambient tracks in there, which I like. I think they're good, and I really wish the whole record was like that instead, because then I would actually probably like it. But it's not. It's this, just this nasty piece of shit that is tonally inept and bad.